Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 32 of How to Disappear by Sharon Hess Wrote. I hope that you guys are enjoying this book and yeah, anyways, let's just get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 32. So Hallie knows. How does Hallie know? It brings the roar to my ears and I want to run back to Miss Green's comfy chair, but Hallie is sitting there now. She said she wouldn't tell, but if she figured it out, will everyone else? I walk to pre-calc, I do my work, I hold it together, I help Marvo pick photos of the dog walker, the skateboarder, and the car builder. I see Hallie again at the end of the day by our locker. She says hi, and I say, how? Because I need to know. Your hand, she says. I notice hands. I look down at mine, the right one holding my backpack and the left one balled tight at my side, as opposed to Hallie's, which are positioned as gracefully as she were dancing. You clench your left fist all the time, she says, then lowers her voice and whispers, so does Vicarious. Oh. I stretch out my fingers. I don't think anyone else will notice, she says. I'm kind of a freak that way. Hands, feet, I can tell who bites her nails and who's pigeon-toed and who pounds their heels when they walk. It's one of my many useless skills. You're the only one who knows, I say. Really? She lifts her eyebrows. I nod. Wow. She gets her books from her locker. You haven't told Miss Green? I shake my head. Not yet. Well, your secret's safe with me, she smiles, says. See you. I lift my unclenched hand to give a little wave. See you. I watch her glide down the hall. The girl I was once afraid to say hi to is now a keeper of my biggest secret. I'm not sure why, but it feels good for someone to know. Lipton catches up to me at the end of the day, worried something's wrong after the way I ran out of class. Did someone upset you? Did I? What? No. I squeeze his hand. I just needed to find a quiet place to catch my breath. Okay, he smiles. You know, you don't have to wear the necklace if you don't like it. I won't be upset. I clutch it to the base of my throat. Are you kidding? I'm never taking it off. He laughs. You didn't need it, though. The presentation was so good. I think Braxley was crying. Think he'll give us a perfect score? I will dance in front of the whole class if he does, Lipton says, then does jazz hands combined with something slightly resembling the moonwalk and a little hokey-pokey. I'm too busy laughing to be embarrassed, though I do hide my face behind my backpack. He walks me to the bus line and says mournfully, will you ever get your phone back? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I did. Now I just have to find my charger. Finally, he walks toward his bus, grinning like crazy. I'll text you later. After homework and dinner, I log into Instagram on my computer. Vicarious is up to 2.4 million followers. I try not to think of them as numbers. They are not my first and 800th or 2 millionth follower. They are Lonely Girl and Dumbledore Fanatic and Tan Yasby and Cookies Kimberly and Ambervillet Lisley. They are Rad Roshkin and Hallie Bryce dances and just Jennified. I open the last photo I posted and scroll through the comments. Half of them are still exchanges between the helpers and those in need of help, but the others are panicked expressions of worry about me. My followers have noticed my absence and they aren't happy about it. Where are you, Vicarious? We miss you. Are you okay? Please come back. I can't do this without you. Oh God, if something happened to her, I don't think I can take it. And on and on. Some of them make it sound like I've abandoned them personally, and now I'm the one causing them pain instead of healing it. I lock the door and put on my Vicarious costume. The neon skirt is wrinkled from being balled up in the bag for so long. I smooth it out and get dressed, choosing the white cat-eyed sunglasses from my very first post. I open the photo booth camera on my computer and hang the white sheet behind me. I smile and wave. Instead of pasting myself into another scene, I simply make a cheerful yellow background. Using a water paint filter, I write, took a few days off and missed you all so much. Thank you for always being there for me and one another. Please know, if I'm hiding, it's not from you. I allow myself 1 hour to reply to comments, zipping through as fast as I can to reach out to as many as I can. It's a high. I can't deny it. As soon as my followers see me on there, they go a little crazy for my attention. When my hour is up, I can't stop. Just one more, I keep saying, until another hour has passed, and another. Finally, my eyes are bleary. I can't see the screen anymore. I write my last message and fall into bed. In the morning, I find my charger wedged between my dresser and plug my phone in before leaving for school. I can't wait to tell Lipton that we'll be able to talk and text soon, but he's not waiting at my locker as usual. I walk to his locker uncomfortable, breaking my usual routine and venturing beyond my safe route to find him. He's not there either. I worry I've now missed him at my locker, but I'll take too long to get back to see if he's there and still get to class on time, so I head for Mr. Braxley's room. He's not there either. I sit nervously at my desk, glancing at his empty one. The bell rings, and 2 seconds later the door opens. Lipton walks in, glances at Mr. Braxley, and mumbles, sorry. He crosses the room with his head down and scoots into his seat. I wait for his smile, a no, anything. He doesn't acknowledge me. My stomach falls and my heart pounds. Lipton always looks at me when he comes in. Why isn't he looking at me? Mr. Braxley starts teaching and my ears start roaring. Something's wrong. I try to think of what could possibly have happened since I last saw him. We were getting on the bus. He said, "Oh, shoot." He said he'd text me. Maybe he tried, and now he thinks I'm ignoring him because I didn't respond. I tear off a piece of paper and scribble a note. "I didn't find my phone charger until this morning. If you tried to text, sorry." I toss the note on his desk when Mr. Braxley's back is turned, and Lipton covers it with his hand, but he doesn't read it. He slides it into his notebook. I clear my throat. He finally glances at me. I mouth, "Are you okay?" He nods curtly, but still doesn't read the note. He looks like he's going to be sick. Mr. Braxley hands us the grade on our Siege of Jerusalem presentation, a perfect score. I had expected Lipton to break into the hokey pokey as promised, but all he manages is a feeble thumbs up and a half smile. The way he's looking at me is really strange. Adam notices too. He punches Lipton in the arm. "What's wrong with you?" Lipton mumbles, "Not feeling great." I try to talk to him after class, but he leaves in a hurry. "I think I'll go to the nurse," is all he says. Adam stands next to me and shrugs. "Guess he's sick or something." I nod. It's the "or something" I'm worried about. I kick myself for spending so much time on Instagram last night instead of searching for my charger before bed. Then I'd have my phone and be able to text him right now, find out what's going on, or I would have been texting him last night instead. He wouldn't be mad at me at all. He doesn't turn up at my locker between classes either, so I go to his. I see Adam in the hall and approach him. My stomach is in knots. "I haven't seen him," he says, before I can even ask. "Maybe he went home." I head to the yearbook office at lunch. Marissa, Beth Ann, and Marvo are there, but they all have exams, so they're studying rather than doing any yearbook work. I try to retouch some photos, but can't concentrate. Even if Lipton were sick, he wouldn't ignore me like that. Something's definitely wrong. There's a knock at the door then, which is unusual since people generally just barge in. Nobody moves to open it. "Come on in," Marissa shouts. Then another knock, a little bit louder. Jesus, Marvo takes the 4 burdensome strides to the door and swings it open. It's Lipton. "What?" Marvo barks. He's teasing, but Lipton doesn't know that, and he flinches backward. "I was looking for Vicky." I peer around from my workstation. "Can we talk privately?" His voice breaks as he says it. Marvo and Beth Ann and Marissa exchange looks. I reach for my backpack. "Sure, We were just going," Marissa blurts, "weren't we?" She nudges Marvo and Beth Ann. "You can talk here." Then they grab their stuff and scurry past Lipton as he steps inside. Beth Ann says, "See ya, Vic," and closes the door. I wait for Lipton to say something, but he just stares at me. He's breathing really hard, shoulders heaving upward and falling back down. "You said you weren't her. You said you weren't on Instagram." "Oh?" I shake my head. I can't believe all this time. He rakes his fingers through his hair. "It's not me," I say, knowing there's no use in denying, but desperate for Lipton to stop looking at me the way he is right now. He leans over Beth Ann's computer and quickly pulls up Instagram on the browser. He types out my account name on the keyboard with a single finger. With another click, the image I posted last night fills the screen. "Then tell me why she's wearing the necklace I gave you." My hand goes to my throat. The tiny sword is hidden under my sweater at the hollow of my neck, but in the photo, Vicarious wears a lower cut top. It's right there for the world to see. Lots of people have that necklace, I bet. Lots of people who look exactly like you. I gesture toward my limp hair and baggy clothes. I don't look anything like her. He leans to the computer again and zooms in on the image to my mouth. "That freckle," he says, pointing to the freckle above my lip. "You don't think I know that freckle when I see it? I'd kiss that freckle." I touch my finger to the freckle. "See, you know right where it is." I quickly drop my hand and lower myself to the nearest chair. "You're Vicarious," he says. I nod. "I don't understand. Why are you?" He shakes his head. "I just don't get it. It's hard to explain." "Try." He sits in Beth Ann's chair and leans toward me, waiting. I pull my knees to my chest. "Jenna was my best friend and she moved. She found new friends to replace me. I heard her tell them I was pathetic, I was alone, I didn't have anybody, so I created someone who is everything I'm not, who does things I could never do." I say. "She's better." "Says who?" "Says 2,400,000 followers." I glance up at him, give or take. "So she's popular, famous even, and that makes her better?" I swallow. "She helps people. She's there for them. Her followers are there for each other too. I don't know, it's a community of misfits and people who feel alone, like me. They love her. They love you." "No, that's just it. I'm nothing like her. If they found out it was me," I close my eyes, "they love Vicarious, not me. So there are 2 million people who know this whole other side of you. She's not. Can you stop talking about her like she's a different person? She's you. You're her." I drop my gaze to the floor. "You could have told me," he says. "It would have ruined everything." "How?" "I wouldn't have been just Vicky to you anymore, and you were the only one who liked me." I drop my head to my knees. "For me. God, Vicky." He kneels in front of me, puts his head to mine. "That wouldn't have changed it. It wouldn't." I bring my eyes to his. "How do you know?" "Just look at how you reacted when you found out you got sick. You had to go to the nurse. That's not because you're her. It's because you lied to me." I shake my head. "It wasn't just the lie. You were totally freaked out." He rocks back on his heels. "Okay, maybe I was a little freaked out. I thought I knew who you were and suddenly you're someone else entirely. Exactly. Wait, exactly what? You think I'm someone else now? You'll never be able to look at me the same way, and you probably won't even like who you think I am now. Nobody will be left to like who I was. It's as if I've totally disappeared and you were the only one who saw me anyway, and now I'm gone. That's why I didn't tell you. He stands up and presses his hands to the sides of his head. Okay, now I'm really confused. I'm sorry, I should go. I can't look at him anymore, knowing he'll never see me the same way again. I don't want to be late for class. Lipton backs away from me as I gather my things. So that's it. You're someone else now, and I don't even get the chance to figure out if I like you. I don't know who this me is, I say. I don't even know if I exist anymore. Vicky, come on, that doesn't make any sense. He tries to block my way, but I push past him and out the door. It feels like I've been split in two. Lipton's Vicky is left behind, and I have no idea who the new one is or where she is going. That is the end of chapter 32. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!